So now that the NHL Draft lottery is complete, we know where the Ottawa Senators will be selecting in the 2020 NHL Draft, and this is the end of the rebuild for the Ottawa Senators. We'll be taking a look at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's take a look at this being the turning point for the Ottawa Senators. So, this is the turnaround for the Ottawa Senators. They've had a lot of controversy over the past 3 seasons, probably unanimously the tire fire, dumpster fire organization in the NHL. And that's not a good thing, but they're going to have to turn that around this offseason with 2 draft picks in the top 5 in this year's NHL Draft. They're only the 5th team in NHL history to draft twice in the top 5 in a single draft. The other 2 times, the New York Islanders did it twice in 1997 and 2000. The Vancouver Canucks did it with Henrik and Daniel Sedin. And then the Nordiques did it back in the 70s in drafting twice in the top 5. And that's only happened. That's it. That's only happened 5 times. So this will be 4 times. This will be the 5th time for the Ottawa Senators. They will have a chance to draft at number 3 and number 5. Going into the draft lottery, they had the 2nd and 3rd best odds at drafting. First overall, getting Alexis Lafreniere. We still don't know who will be getting Alexis Lafreniere, but come draft day, this is huge for the Ottawa Senators. They actually did an interview with Pierre Dorion on Sportsnet talking about what this means for the Senators. Obviously, Dorion did not mention anything about being upset or sour grapes because of the draft lottery results, which was a smart move. He didn't want to get sued. I don't think Eugene Melnyk would be too happy about that, but besides the point, the Ottawa Senators are going to be drafting pretty nicely in this year's draft. You've got 3 and number 5 overall, and I really believe that this is the end of the rebuild for the Ottawa Senators. We're going to take a look at their depth here in this video. So looking at the left side on the wingers in the forward group, according to Elite Prospects, thank you for the information, we've got Brady Tkachuk, Anthony Duclair, Alex Formenton, Michael Carcone, and Tyler Gruden. That's a pretty solid left side there for the Ottawa Senators. And I really think that that's something that we're not going to see them really touch in this draft. On the right side, they are definitely going to be looking at a winger, either Alex Holtz or Lucas Raymond, in my opinion, because you've got Drake Batherson and Vitaly Abramov on the right side. It's not terribly bad. I think Abramov, his potential being a top 6 forward, has definitely kind of gone down a little bit. Drake Batherson could be a solid middle 6 guy in the NHL. So I think they're hoping that he can turn into that type of player there for the Sens. And then down the middle, you've got Colin White, Logan Brown, Josh Norris, Philip Chalapik, and Mark Karstelik. So that's a pretty solid center core. They may look to add a superstar player either in Tim Stützle or Quentin Byfield with that 3rd overall pick. They may even look at a guy like Marco Rossi, even with that 2nd pick instead from the Ottawa 67s. He plays right down the road there in Ottawa, so don't be surprised if they look to draft him as well. And then with the other pick, they either are going to decide to go with a defenseman on the right side. I think Jamie Drysdale would be the easy choice there for the Ottawa Senators, or they go with one of those wingers, either Lucas Raymond or Alex Holtz. I think that's a huge addition for the Ottawa Senators and could really help get things going. And you look at their defense, I mean, on the left side, you look pretty solid. You have Thomas Chabot, you have Eric Brandstrom, and you still have Max Loha. And I think he's a pretty solid prospect there for the Ottawa Senators. That's a solid top 3 guys on the left side. On the right side, things get a little bit interesting. You have Christian Jaros and Logan Thompson, who I think still has a lot of potential, but on the right side, it's still a little bit weaker. If they add Jamie Drysdale to be that top guy, and then you move Jaros and Thompson down, that's a very solid blue line in terms of just prospects for the Ottawa Senators. So that would really round out their defense. I wouldn't be surprised if they took Drysdale with that 2nd pick. And then maybe they take either, I think really with that 1st pick, it comes down to either Tim Stützle, Marco Rossi, or Quentin Byfield. It depends on what LA does with that 2nd pick, whether they take Byfield or Stützle. I really believe they're going to take one of those 2, but don't be surprised. I think a dark horse candidate for that 2nd or that 3rd overall pick, I think it could be Marco Rossi. He has a lot of high-end skill and potential. He's a little bit on the shorter side, which may hold him back. But don't be surprised if the Senators go and try and pick up Marco Rossi. All right, so that is it for this video. Leave in the comment section down below, Sens fans. I know some of you are out there. You've been commenting. You like the content here with the Sens. We've been talking about them a lot. They didn't necessarily get the odds completely in their favor in this year's draft. But let's be honest, 2 top 5 picks is not too bad. And I think it's definitely a sign of things to come for the Senators. Like I said, I think moving forward, this is the beginning of these, them turning things around. Don't be surprised if they miss the playoffs next season. I think that's still very much a possibility with a young team. But after next season, I think the Ottawa Senators and the fans are going to start expecting this team to make the Stanley Cup playoffs as soon as as soon as 2 years from now. I think the potential is really there for the Ottawa Senators. I'm very excited to see what they look like in the off season. And leave in the comment section down below. Let's play Armchair GM. Who do you think the Ottawa Senators will draft with their 3rd and 5th overall picks? Leave that in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.